My name is Tracy Donegan, and I'm going to be talking to you now, I guess, hopefully answering some of your questions tonight on labour and what to expect. How can you aim to give birth naturally after a forceps delivery, as there is scar tissue, and will I be able to give birth vaginally in the future? So first of all, to this mom, I just wanted to suggest, first of all, that you connect in with the hospital if you haven't already, just to have a debriefing session about your labour, how it was managed, because I think mums find it really helpful if they can sit down and go step by step and to help them understand what actually happened on the day. With all of the best intentions, there's a lot about labour that we cannot control, but there's definitely things that we can control. So we're going to look at, I guess, some of the ways that that would increase the likelihood of having an instrumental birth or a forceps, and some of the things that we can do to reduce that risk. But unfortunately, we can't always reduce every risk when it comes to giving birth. But just from your message, it sounds like you don't feel like you've been listened to. So I would encourage you, if you haven't already met with the hospital, to meet with them, and if your experience hasn't been satisfactory, that maybe you get your notes, you can get your notes from the hospital and maybe meet with an independent midwife or another consultant who maybe can read through your notes and give you kind of an independent view of your labour and birth experience. I would really encourage you as well to consider seeing a women's pelvic health specialist, just to start planning for the future. I'm not sure what kind of perineal injury you had, but it does sound like that you've suffered severely because of this. One thing I would also mention as well, that when moms have a difficult delivery like this or a difficult birth, and especially if it's been an instrumental, I think, oftentimes the physical scars heal so much quicker than the emotional scars from the event, and women really want to feel like they've been listened to when they've had a difficult experience. So let's have a look at, I guess, a couple of things that mums can do to, I guess, stack the odds in their favour of not having an instrumental birth, but understanding that we do have to keep a little bit of flexibility, that sometimes it has nothing to do with the baby size. I've over the years working with the gentle birth mums, we've seen 11-pound babies, 10-pound babies, and bigger, and have very straightforward, quite positive birth experiences without instruments. Sometimes it is as simple as, the baby is not in the best position, and the baby has tilted his head slightly, so and that can make the birth longer and more difficult for mum. But again, looking at some of the research and the study that was done in Ireland last year, and is continuing, the MAMI study, that so many women in Ireland are experiencing complications after birth, and they don't feel listened to, and they're not even being asked oftentimes further down the road after their 6-week appointment as to how they really are feeling about everything and how they are healing. So I think if you're one of those moms out there, please connect in with support, connect in with your care provider. There is help out there for you, and we want to make sure that's available to anyone who needs it.